So Claire has got quite high colouring, which is very, very common. So what we're going to use before we put on any foundation is the Colour Balance Neutraliser in green. Green counteracts any redness, and it's just fantastic for toning down redness. You can apply it directly from the wand, and then what I tend to do is just take my ring finger and just smooth it over any areas that are a bit red. It might be that you go red after a glass of wine or certain foods or after a bracing walk or when you're very hot. You obviously can't wear this product alone. You do need to wear a foundation over the top. Otherwise you will have a slight tinge of green on the face, but it's a very clever product. So I'm going to use our beautiful Continuous Cover Foundation in shade 2 on Claire. And what I often like to do is to mix it with a tiny little bit of the face primer. Although I've put the face primer on first, I think it sometimes goes on really, really well. I'm going to use my foundation brush number 10 to do that. So just a couple of pumps, and then just a little bit of primer as well. I like to start in the middle. Now where we've put the green, we have to stipple the product over, because we don't want to drag the green into the wrong area. So I stipple in that area. And the brush just allows you to put it on in a very airbrushed sort of way, so it looks very professional. You can use fingers, but I always think putting it on first with a brush and then maybe blending afterwards with fingers can work really, really well. The next product that I'm going to use on Claire is our really lovely creamy concealer, Cover to Cover Concealer in shade 02. And this is really good for the areas that need that a little bit of extra help. So where we have put the green, there's still a little bit of pink popping through, which is fine, but if you wanted to cover that up a little bit more, using the concealer on that area will just tone it down even more. It's great for around the eyes where there's often a little bit of bluiness, and just if you've got any dark circles, if you've got any pigmentation areas, sun damage, age spots, this is brilliant. So I'm going to apply with my concealer brush number 4. Let's just put a little bit just on the cheeks just to show you how you can just stipple where there's a little bit more redness. If you wanted to take that out, can you see now that it's just gone? So because it's a creamy concealer, it's just like adding a bit of extra help. It's more like a foundation rather than a dry, cakey concealer. I'm now going to use our beautiful translucent powder, which will just set Claire's makeup. Powder, when you're a little bit older, needs to be really super fine, otherwise it will just sit in any fine lines. So you don't have to worry about your foundation once you put this on. So I'm just using my big powder brush, number 1. Sweeping it on. Now Claire has already got beautiful rosy cheeks, so I'm not going to add an extra layer of pink, but I'm going to use one of our lovely shades of our Real Radiance blush. This one's called Peach Cream. So it's a very neutral shade. It's got a little bit of pink in it, but it's not too pink, and it should look just really natural and give Claire just a healthy glow. So I'm going to start about here and just bring it up. Sweep it upward, and because it's more peachy, it will also counterbalance the redness. I'm now going to just use my beautiful soft blusher brush number 2. I'm going to hold it at the bristles so that I'm in control of the brush and able to kind of put it in the right way. And I like to do it in a slightly swirly upward motion. Sometimes if you do it too stripily like this, it will look like you're wearing a stripe. So just bring it up, everything upward